Have you ever wondered what it's like to be a champion, both in and out of the ring? Let's get ready. Join us on today's episode of Elevating Beyond, where Conor McGregor himself shares his 5 secrets to unstoppable success. Get ready for this. You're not going to want to miss this. Let's freaking go. Boom. Woo. Love it.
I'm always trying to learn, no matter what. I don't care what your style is or whatever. I'm always trying to take something from everyone, whether you're a day one beginner or whatever you are. You know what I mean? I think like the day you stop trying to learn is the day you're getting ready to lose. You know what I mean? You're preparing to lose then, and that's what happens to a lot of people. They get to a stage where they think, okay, I just show up and I just spar and I just run and I just roll. But they're not trying to learn, you know what I mean? That was a thing I kind of realised over in Iceland, you know, rather than just showing up and going hell for leather. I was kind of just slowing it down and just really trying to learn everything and pick up off everything. And I feel my game has elevated, definitely. Yeah, just be open-minded. Any style of combat, it doesn't have to be MMA, it doesn't have to be anything. Watch the animals fighting and I'll start watching all that. Like the gorillas and the way they're wrestling and you know, the play fighting and the posture is correct, and I just try and take something from everything, yeah, definitely. If you ever get to a stage where you're looking at something and saying, nah, that doesn't work, that's my way is better. That's the wrong way of thinking. You want to learn absolutely everything. You want to absorb everything, and you want to be perfect. You know, you're looking for perfection, and you're looking to be able to move every way. And I mean, that's what I'm looking for, anyway. You know.
Yeah, you originally meant to fight Jim Allers at 145, and now you're facing Ivan Buchinger at 155. How does this change things for your training camp? Does it all?
No, it doesn't really change that, you know. Me and Jim had some wars, and means nothing, you know. It's like all it really means is I can eat on Christmas. I can enjoy my food, and I get another belt. That's really all it means to me, anyway.
You're giving everything you've got. You're in there to die. You're prepared to die in there. I am prepared to die in there, and I'm also prepared to kill in there.
People who haven't done it, people who maybe haven't seen fight sports in such a way and haven't been there very close, when you say I'm prepared to kill, I'm prepared to die, it might sound strange to them, but do you have to have that attitude to be at the very top in your sport?
I feel to be at the pinnacle of any game, in whatever you do, you've got to be a little bit gone to it. You're not all there. You've got to be almost insane to your craft. Not a lot of people can understand that. That's why I don't know about nothing else. I do not pay attention to nothing else. There was games of football on yesterday, there was rugby, there was this, there was that. And like normal society is like, let's talk about this and let's engage in this. And I can't do it. People are talking to me and in my head I'm counting something. I'm counting up a number, or I'm knee-deep in a sequence on the mat or on the feet. That's my life, sequences and numbers, nothing else. I cannot pay attention to nothing else.
Is it a beautiful obsession? Can I call it that? Is it a beautiful obsession?
It's a beautiful life. Make no mistake about it, it's a beautiful life. I live good now. I live damn good. I live like I should, like I'm supposed to, like a young 27-year-old world champion should live.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
Good, congratulations.
Thank you.
I was asking you on Thursday about his right hand.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what you told me?
I said his right hand would get him into trouble. That's the shot I predicted. I said he'd overload on his right hand. I said I'd slip. I said I'd bang the left hook, and that's what happened.
Word for word, you said, I felt when we stared down, I felt his right hand was twitching, which was a subtle tell for me. He is ready to unload that right hand, and I feel that could be a downfall for him. If he lets that right hand go, I will not be there. I simply enter the way I enter, and that is enough. They either overextend or they shrink away, but either way it is not good for them. I will create traps and dead space inside that octagon, and I will walk him into that dead space. But all of a sudden, he will be in danger. How do you do that? How do you predict this?
If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen. So I see these shots, I see these sequences, and I don't shy away from them. A lot of times people believe in certain things, but they keep to themselves. They don't put it out there. If you truly believe in it, if you become vocal with it, you are creating that law of attraction, and it will become reality. I knew he would overextend, and I knew I'd catch him. So Mystic Max strikes again.
If Conor McGregor had a demon, I mean, what is the demon that you battle inside, your day-to-day demon? What is it that you need to overcome within yourself?
Just staying on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? Just staying on the straight and narrow. Because I seem to be I can be a product of my environment. You know what I mean? If I'm in with the wrong crowd, I just kind of become wherever. You know what I mean? So that's why I like to be isolated, and that's why this has helped me coming out here and being locked in an apartment on my own, building back up my leg, going from rehab to home to rehab to home, because there was no outsiders. It was isolation, it was visualization, it was motivation, and it was dedication. There was nothing else going on in my life, you know what I mean?
And you don't like people too, right?
I mean, it's not that I don't like people, it's just that I'd rather just, this needs to be, to get to the level that you need to get to the pinnacle, it needs to be like that. It needs to be no outsiders. It needs to be, you need to have your team and your focus, and that's it. I don't need friends that aren't involved in this game, or that aren't on the same path. You know what I mean? Because it's just not, it doesn't make sense. And that is a demon that I need to conquer. You know what I mean? Because I have friends outside of the sport, and you know I can get into trouble and go out, and you know what I mean. And not that they're never not going. These guys aren't going to be friends. These people are my friends for life, of course. You know what I mean? But I just need to be able to control that.
Sure, you need to cut that off, and to a certain degree.
Exactly, to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
Because going hang around those guys at the block ain't gonna. Nothing good's gonna come from that.
Exactly. It's just not. You need to be isolated to the game, and that's.
You got an evil side in you too, right, bro?
That's a good thing. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Don't. A true martial artist is a peaceful man.
Right.
A true martial artist is peaceful, but don't fucking push me.
But
yeah,
exactly.
Don't fucking push me. You know what I mean? But,
right. Because that killer instinct comes out too as well.
I mean, look, I'm not trying to hurt. I don't have any. Yeah, I mean, evil's a weird word. You know, I don't have an evil streak. I don't go out to purposely hurt people. I just go out to outthink people, you know, and outwork people, out hustle people, you know what I mean, and out.
The same mind frame in the cage too.
The same mind frame. I'm not trying to hurt nobody. That's just part of the game, you know what I mean. I'm trying to outthink them. I'm all I do when I go into the cage is empty my mind. I have a clear mind. I don't think of nothing. I just go in and create. I go in and create their reaction. I give them. I don't wait for their reaction and react off that. I actually give them their reaction. I create my movement to give them the reaction that I want them to take.
I just saw them police go down there.
I give them that reaction that I want them to take, and then I'll act off that. You know what I'm saying? And my mind is clear. You can't have evil thoughts. You can't have happy thoughts. You can't have sad thoughts. You can have no thoughts in there. It needs to be empty. You know what I mean? And it's a weird kind of feeling when you're in there because it is empty. My teammates put in their own work and followed their own path. But as far as bringing it back in the whole spectacle, it was all perfect. It's what I set out to do and what I said I was going to do. I said I was going to do it, and then I went out and done it. But with that, it's done. I'm over it now. I'm not going to stare at it. You stare at your past and you'll end up staying there. It's okay to look back and admire it, but you carry on. I'm not in the business of staring back at it. You know what I mean? And getting lost back there. People say a loss can make or break a fighter, but trust me, a win can also make or break a fighter because they get comfortable with a win. People can get comfortable with a win, and slack off then. Slack off on the training. Slack off on the diet. They've won one. They're winners now. That's not me. You know, you sleep on a win and you'll wake up with a loss. So I just carry on, keep doing what I'm doing. And that's why this turnaround is so good for me.
Vegas straight away. The Fighting Irish head to the fighting capital. It's perfect. Continue on this path. The freight train straight to the top.